Hello and welcome back to Dark Souls 3, where we are facing what could be the final installment of boss encounters in Dark Souls 3. Lord of Cinder ahead, try Frost. All poignant messages, stay calm. That one being the best of all. So yeah, what other weapon should I do this with than the Executioner's Greatsword? I'm not asking you, I'm going to do it with the Executioner's Greatsword, whether people like it or not. I have a feeling it might be Gwyn, but we don't know. There's no way of knowing that. I think I am Embered. No, I'm not. So let's Ember right now. I've only got 6 left, and I can't buy any more because nobody sells them because I bought them all. Well, I have gone through numerous... I've gone through a lot of Embers in the last... Hey, people offering help. Yeah, I've gone through a lot of Embers in the DLC, especially Ring City, but I feel like we should be able to do this before 6, maybe. So without further ado, let's do this. After I read that message, let's say hello to whoever this is. Or maybe it's the last soul of Cinder. Is it whoever gave themselves last to the... Maybe it's us from Dark Souls 1. It's got the coiled sword. Alright, stay calm. Listen to what the message said. I'm not staying calm. I'm not staying calm enough. Alright. It's got some combos. He likes to mix it up, apparently. What's happening? Oh, he's just fallen. Whoa, 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 whoa. Where's my stamina? Where's my stamina? We've got to have a halfway stage here. I should have used a... Uh-oh. I should have used a blooming moss clump. That looks like a halfway stage. His coiled sword has become a coiled scimitar. Whoa, he's flipping about! He's got the dark wood grain ring on, or whatever it's called. This is definitely who it is. So I reckon... Oh, Pyromancy Within. So I think this is... It's meant to be whoever took over the flame after Gwyn died. So it's basically the chosen undead from Dark Souls 1, I think. That's how it appears. Soul of Cinder. Oh my god, what happened? He's changed his weapon. He's got Catalyst now. Crystal Soul Mass. What the heck? What is that? I don't know what that is. Alright, come on, Crystal Soul Mass. Oh, Soul Great... Hang on, what? It's got all the sorceries. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, back to the sword. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh no, he's still using Crystal Soul Mass. Hiya! Wait, what? What? What just happened? He just healed himself completely. Is that meant to happen? Okay. That's I mean, yeah, okay, you could do that. That's not a very nice combo. I don't think he's got as much health this time. That's a grab. That's the Gwyn grab! And the Gwyn music! It's playing in the background! The Gwyn grab! Is he gonna have a... Oh, no! The Gwyn grab! Oh, mate. And the music. Oh, it's so sad. The end of the series. It's come to an end. It's come to this. Someone else just has to link the fire. There's the massive Gwyn slash. Okay, 5 Estus left. Gotta be careful. Oh man, it's Gwyn's bolt. It's Gwyn's electric bolt thing. This is fighting Gwyn. By the... Oh no, it's that lightning storm. Okay. No! Gwyn grab! Boom! No, none of that grabs, please. Doing that a lot more than Gwyn actually did. Alright, let's have a safety, Estus. There's the big... That's the parryable. No! I'm totally mistiming the roll to get away from that. Did I hit then? The combo, no! And then the stab. Gwyn definitely didn't do that. Although he did flurry. Right, do I? Yeah, let's Estus. I got. Yeah, okay, that's good. I've got to be really, real careful here. That's into the sky. Okay, that was stupid. I thought I had him though. I do. I've got him. I've had him. He's had his moment. Death to ye, soul of Cinder. Soul of the Lords. Okay. Is that it? Is that... There we go. That's must be... So there's the Soul of the Lords. One of the twisted souls steeped in strength, like they all are. Since Lord Gwyn, the first Lord of Cinder, many exalted lords have linked the first flame, and it is their very souls that have manifested themselves as defender of the flame. So now my soul will join that that honoured tradition. Now, somebody said that I have the option to link, do the final boss and then not go to New Game Plus. Praise the sun. But having said that, it does say link the flame, and we all know what that did in Dark Souls 1. The other thing is, I don't think Dark Souls 2 had optional endings. But can I leave? Is that will that end the game? Doesn't seem like it. The other thing I want to know is someone said that there's a bonfire here somewhere that takes you to the Ring City in the Dregs, but maybe they meant the DLC part of the Dregs. I don't know. Summon Firekeeper. Oh, what have I done? What have I done? Have I just ended the game? I might have just gone to the next cycle. Fellas, ladies and gentlemen, I might have just made a catastrophic error. Although, to be honest, I probably just want to go through to the New Game Plus anyway. Well, not that, but I just want to, end the game. Seeing as this is part 70 of this playthrough, right? Let's focus on the end. But long playthrough. It's been long. Okay, so she's taken some of the first flame, which is what this is. It's got the coiled sword in, which the boss was fighting with.
The first flame quickly fades. Darkness will shortly settle.
So this is the age of darkness. This is the age of dark ending, surely. I think that flame is going to be maybe put into someone. Just going to eat it.
But one day, tiny flames will dance across the darkness. Like embers linked by lords past.
Oh. Sudden lighting change? End of music. I mean, ambient sound. And fade to black.
Ashen One, hearest thou my voice still?
Credits? Oh, round of applause from Software. Hidetaka Miyazaki A genius. A genius of the highest order. There it is. So, who knows now whether or not I will go to New Game Plus. I can't remember in Dark Souls 2 whether the credits roll and you got plonked back into the world, and then, because you definitely did it from a bonfire, but did the credits go after you did that, or after the Chandra? The Chandra. Well, there we go. I mean, it's an amazing game. It's everything I wanted it to be. It's easier to note, because there's been 2 Dark Souls before, it's easier to note its flaws than it is to praise its brilliance. Because the brilliance is something which has been done in the last 2 games, and so it's had... you're almost used to the greatness. That's why I liked it. They never really wanted to make a sequel to Dark Souls, I think, because they knew that they couldn't live up to expectation. Because everyone knew what the formula was, and everyone had an idea of what they wanted it to be. But that was incredible. I'm suitably and appropriately confused as to the story. I don't really know what happens. I also don't know what happened to Sigurd in terms of NPCs. So when I think story, I automatically go to NPCs, even though they're mostly additional or just a fragment of the story. More a symptom of the general narrative as opposed to leading it itself. Gale, although saying that, Gale did seem to be what the DLCs were about. I've been told by people that the DLCs are meant to tie together a lot of what happens to do with the curse, the hollowing, and things that happen throughout the series. But I didn't really get that. I guess it's all something to do with the Abyss. This music is beautiful, by the way. Yeah, I will probably be putting a lot of hours into this. One thing I did notice that I love Dark Souls 1. I love Dark Souls 1 and 2 because there are... if you make a mistake, you are punished. As everyone who's played the game knows, it's hard. That's part of the reason why. So if you attack at the wrong time, you lose health. If you lose health if you lose health to the wrong attack, you lose all your health, etc. In this game, it felt like... so they incorporated elements of all 3 previous games, including Bloodborne, and I don't think they should have done that. I think they should have left Bloodborne alone. They tried to get the pace of Bloodborne in, and I think that was what Bloodborne was great for. That's what Bloodborne was amazing for, is that you could dodge a huge amount in a very small space of time. It didn't take much stamina, and I feel like that was tried to be incorporated into this, but it sometimes feels a bit cheap in this. Like, sometimes I would roll or dodge out of the way of an attack at the wrong time, too early, say, and then I would have time enough to roll again, and that's very Bloodborne, and that's not very Dark Souls 1 and 2. And you should be punished for that, because usually if you're dodging too early, it's because it's a strong attack that's being used against you, and you should take more damage for it. Therefore, it means you have to really pay attention. Not that you didn't in Bloodborne, because but Bloodborne wasn't necessarily about finesse timing. It was about dealing with the onslaught, the charge that enemies attempted to attack you with. It was non-stop in Bloodborne, whereas in Dark Souls 1 and 2 you could get time away, you could get time to yourself, but as soon as you re-engaged in a close combat, you had to get that finesse timing back. So they tried to merge the 2, and it's an interesting conclusion that it comes out with. I don't think I finished, so I'll leave that there. I think it's a good game on its own merits. But if you look at the inspiration that caused if you look at the inspiration from the predecessors, it could have been better tweaked, I think, or just left some of it out. I don't know. I don't think I finished a single NPC storyline. Congratulations, Gibbs. Excellently done. I don't know where Sigurd ended up. I think the last time I saw him was in the well. Grey Rat died. Patches was still around, but Patches doesn't really have much of a storyline that I know of. He just sort of turned up. I mean, Loretta was dead from the beginning. She's not technically an NPC because you never see her. I don't know. I need to have a much better go at doing the NPC quest lines because they're probably very interesting. Amri, bless her soul, I don't think was supposed to die at Gwyn's tomb. Or, I mean, she was supposed to. What I mean is there was other ways of doing her quest where maybe she wouldn't die at that particular moment. I loved the ending. The ending was incredible. The music during the credits, as always, is beautiful. It's unbelievably touching and encapsulates the struggle that you have gone through immensely well. Yeah, I'm going to enjoy this, and I might chat a little bit after the credits. Just going to listen to the music. So I'll see you then. So this option has come up, whether or not we want to start Journey 2. Begin Journey 2 in current state, question mark. Journey 2 can be initiated from the Shrine Bonfire if you do not wish to begin now. So we'll say no.
Wishest yet, bro, then call I am of doubt.
Okay, no, so people are going to say the same things they've always been saying, regardless of what has just occurred. I don't think I've got any particular tomes. No, I've just got scrolls. So we didn't even... I mean, that's just a part of the game that I never even saw. Like, you get that guy back from... I wonder if he's still there. Who knows? Doesn't matter, though. I don't have a 10 intelligence, so I still couldn't get him back. In fact, actually, I could get 10 intelligence and check it out. So let's do that. Let's grab 10 intelligence. Oh, I don't have enough. Oh, okay. Well, never mind. The one thing I always like doing at the end of a playthrough is to kill the NPCs. And sometimes I put up a pretty... So there's some of the most interesting fights in Dark Souls 1. So here, if I attack this guy...
What's wrong with you?
He'll get out his shotel, which apparently he has. Oh, he's not gonna engage yet, though.
I see. As clear as...
Okay, Ringfinger Leonhard.
You are a vile star. Much too dangerous for her.
You mean Rosaria? Well, I've already met her, I'll have you know. Yeah, kick! Slash!
I can't.
Die here. Well, you're dying here. Too bad. Silver Mask. There's an item that you wouldn't otherwise get. Yol is already dead. I don't need to do much to him. Let's see. I hope this isn't going to... I hope there's nothing left that I need to do. Grey Rat is gone. This witch...
Yes.
She's just still selling dark sorceries. So we can get rid of her. Oh, she doesn't fight back. She just perishes. Carla's ashes. Okay, well she drops. And Carla's armor. All right then. So ashes. That's weird. What is she? What can you buy that's extra? Let's fight this guy, the pyromancer.
Fine. I see.
Cornix of the Great Swamp.
When a pupil's I can't complain.
He also drops ashes and his armor set. Okay then. What are the ashes about? What do you get extra? Oh, I'm sorry. The nun, the blind nun. You will have to pay for your... I don't think you've got anything else for me to... I mean, I guess I could learn this... No, I'm never going to get intelligence on this account. Let's just send you off, shall we?
What have you done?
Goodbye. Ashes, tower key? Don't I already have that? Yeah, I've got 2 of them now. Key to the dilapidated tower behind the shrine. And I will kill Andre as well. I'm sorry, buddy. This is only for curiosity's sake. Alright, well, we already got his hammer because it was in the untended graves. That did not feel good. We've got some...
But take no note of me, as by now thou surely there is little I love. Well, what warm...
Oh, they're warm because I just killed them.
It's as if thy fate were with death entwined. But take no note of me, as by now thou there is little...
Yeah, okay.
Well,
It says the same thing for all of them. I don't think there's anything particularly interesting that will be new. Maybe some armor. I don't know. Okay, there's some... Oh, there's all the pyromancy. There's all the spells they have. That's cool. So you don't actually need the NPCs around. I've got so much armor that I could buy. Including Lortrex, which I've never seen before. in here. Obviously, I've seen the armor before. You can't get the flipping ring, which is a shame. I'm also going to slay you. If you drop ashes, that's going to be... No, okay, she drops nothing. Alright then. And in terms of NPCs I'm going to kill, that is not all of them, because I'm going to go back to Undead Settlement and see if I can find the wizard. Okay, it wasn't Undead Settlement I was trying to think of, it was Road of Sacrifices. So I've come back to the boss arena for Crystal Sage, and we're going to head back just a little bit. Well, I can't believe I'm not killing him in one. You would think that that would be the case. But I guess the Executioner's Greatsword is just not as good as I think it is. Crystal Gem? Alright then. So the mage, the sorcerer guy, was just through the right here. Up this rather obscured set of stairs. And on the left. Here he is, still here.
Oh, well, it'd be your own.
So he still doesn't want to come. Orbeck of Vinheim, you have been punished. Get his ashes, and that's it from him. Okay then. Alright. Time for your demise! Ah, that's how you get the eyes back. Alright then. Well, I've already had my turn of an ending. I think we could summon her because I gave her the eyes, maybe, so... Yeah. Well, okay, so I've already had my credits spiel, and that's as far as I'll go. I won't go into sort of a review or an analysis of the game because, well, I'm not really in a position to do so. Well, actually, I mean, I could have a good go at it, but I don't want to be here for ages. What I will say is one thing that I've been thinking on while I've been running around slaying NPCs is, this game has not disappointed me. I've had an amazing time and I will return to it to create various builds and see what NG Plus is like and things like that. But it's linearity. It's linear. The linear nature of the game is a little bit. I guess the word is annoying. So Dark Souls 1, you had to. It was linear to an extent. So I'm taking out like the choice to do certain things before another. So like in this game you can do the Catacombs of Carthus before you do the Cathedral of the Deep, but before you can get to Irithyll you have to have done the Cathedral of the Deep. So it's not entirely linear, but for the most part in terms of these four thrones that we have to fill, you have to do the Watchers first. After going through Farron Keep. Basically, it's not entirely linear. You do have choices at certain points, but you do have to do the main parts of the game in a certain order. In Dark Souls 1, obviously, it was linear up till Anor Londo, and then once you had got the Soul Vessel, you could choose to do any of the four areas there were four areas you could choose to do. Obviously, doing like Ezlr first was a bad idea because it was very difficult, but you could do it if you wanted to. Dark Souls 2, you had the choice basically to begin with, not exactly. You had to go two ways, I think. I can't remember exactly. I think some of the ways were blocked off initially, but quite quickly you could unlock them. So then it was sort of non-linear up till Drangleic Castle, and then from then on it became linear. So it's not necessarily a bad thing, and it doesn't necessarily detract from the quality of the game, but there is that feeling of like. To be fair, in this game you can do Drangleic Castle basically as soon as you're finished with Lothric High Wall, before you're even finished with Lothric High Wall. However, I have an account that I've been trying to do that on. It's deleted now, unfortunately, because I didn't like it, but this is such a difficult boss fight to begin with, and I was getting in help and stuff, and it was, it was basically, I was really struggling. I tried maybe 20 times and gave up. But there we go. So I don't know, I've sort of like argued against my own argument, but I think people can understand where I'm coming from. It feels less linear than it actually is. But I enjoyed every single minute of it. Maybe there were times in the Ring City that I felt like I was about to, commit. I was about to get out my Uchigatana and just annihilate my own loins. But Other than that, it was great fun. The DLC, it wasn't like a Bloodborne scale of difficulty. The DLC did get harder than lots of bosses in the main game, but there were still bosses in the main game that were incredibly difficult. Ruler of the Storm, King of the Storm, whatever his name is a good example. He was by far the hardest boss in the vanilla game. If you want to know what boss I thought was the most difficult, it was probably Alfreduss, to be honest, and Father what's his name with the big bowl. I really do think that's the thing is I think people will say Gale maybe is hardest, but that you can cheese him with the arena he's in. You know, you can hide behind buildings to heal, and I'm sure there's better ways to get damage on him without, you know, through walls and stuff. I don't know. He just had a ridiculous amount of health. Alright, well, on that note, after having rambled on for an age, I mean, it's almost the next Age of Fire, that's how long I've been rambling, what I'm going to do is, you know, instead of, I'd love to know things I've missed, but this is the final part. I've made a decision, so what I'm going to do is sit at this bonfire and see if anything happens when I start my second journey. So this is it. So it should just start with the initial cutscene. But there we go. I've ended it. Part 70. It's a nice round number. It's a very high number. There's a huge amount of parts to this. Admittedly, the timings of each one, they range from 16 minutes to like 35. Here we are. Back in the graveyard of ashes, where it all began, and where it all will begin again. I don't know if I'll carry on this account. I wouldn't do normally, but it's not a bad build, and Rosaria exists, so you can just rescale your stats. However, the other thing is I've probably missed things which I would like not to miss in your first playthrough. Who knows? Who knows? I'll have to see. And also, I have no idea what game I'm doing next. Preferably a horror one, because I've yet to do it. However, like I've said many times, I've got Demon Souls to play. I've got Scholar of the First Sin to play. So those will probably be both long playthroughs as well. I have no idea what I'm going to do next. But thank you so much for joining me on this journey through Dark Souls 3. It has lived up to expectation, and it is a true Dark Souls experience. And I recommend it to anyone. Anyone and everyone. Although if you're watching, you've probably been watching for some time, and you've probably played it. So who the audience is I'm recommending it to, I don't know. But anyway, yes, I can't stress how much I appreciate everyone commenting and being along for the ride. It's been a journey. You've been so helpful and motivational more than anything. So thank you. Once again, thank you from the bottom of my bottom. I mean heart. And on that note, I have been OC Gibbs, and I will see you in whatever adventure we take on next. But until then, goodbye.